Gaffer, we hadn't had a chance to speak after Tuesday night, so a few days on from the game, what are your feelings and emotions from it?
Yeah, look, nothing's changed from how I felt on the evening. It hurt to watch the performance. I'm sure the 42 fans, I think it was, that travelled that long way to be there to support the boys, and then the loads that I was watching on the stream as well, wherever they would have been, would have felt the same. And yeah, it was a tough watch. I'm not taking anything away from how well Gateshead played. But yeah, some things that I see that obviously I've got to work hard to try and change and to make better. It's given me a little bit of clarity in the short term, medium, and longer term plan of what we need to do and how we need to do it. But yeah, look, it was a tough watch for all of us connected to the football club.
We knew how tough of a fixture Gateshead would make it. Of course, they was in the bottom four going into the game, but it seemed like we struggled to really come out of the blocks.
Yeah, look, I'm being honest. I said it before. I think I said it's you in the preview of it. I really expect them to not be in them bottom places come the end of the season. You never know with football how the next coming weeks are going to pan out, but they certainly didn't play like a bottom four side. They've seemed to have grown as the season's gone on. I think starting the season without a couple of boys that they lost to Notts County maybe put them on a little bit of a back foot. But look, they played. Look, I'm not taking. I'm never disrespectful to opposition. They played really well on the night. It caused us lots and lots of problems, but we didn't get our press right, our shape right. And on top of that, we was, not very good with the football. We see lots of boys and watched it back on the way home again, making mistakes that's not characteristic to them. I think, just trying too hard at times and giving the ball away and turning it over, give them a head of steam. And it was really hard for us to respond to that. We tried to change things within game and to help them as much as we could. But look, it was a tough night to watch, and yeah, lots to learn from it and lots to obviously put right moving forward.
Of course, you're still a young manager and you have got a young coaching staff as well. And looking at the team, it's not completely your side yet. Do you see Tuesday as a bit of a learning curve for you?
Yeah, but look, I said it to the boys after. It's I took over the team, inherited the group, but they're my group of players now, and I have to support them and trying to make them better. Any coach or manager, I think the first job for you to do is to try and help people to get better, first and foremost, to try and give them ideas of what you want them to do and to try and help them within matches and training and all the stuff we do. That's my first job as manager. Then you do all the other sorts of bits with it, recruitment and all them bits and pieces. But for me, it was this short-term period from now to the end of the season, starting with 10 games, now we're down to 7. It was to help the boys as much as I can, try and get the best out of the boys that are here and give them all opportunities to show to me that, they want to be part of something that we want to do moving forward. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give everyone a chance because I think that's fair and that's what they deserve. But when you see a performance like that, my first reaction to it is, well, that's happened now, which hurt. What's the response going to be? And I think I'm going to find out a lot more about myself, everyone around us, all the players, these coming days in training and ready for the game at the weekend. Because whenever you have a performance like that, which you're really hurt by and happy with, I want to see what comes next. And that's what's the big thing for me now, what comes next and in the next few days and playing a game on Saturday.
Finally, on Tuesday, then, they say in football, losses are your biggest lessons. But what lessons do you think we can take from the game in the short term to the end of the season and then progressing on into next year?
Look, to try our hardest that another night like that doesn't happen. It's the inconsistency of sort of how the season's been. We're in a position where we are in the league because of, unfortunately, seeing some tricky performances and some performances where you go, where's that come from? It was really good 1 minute. How's that happened there? And look, I'm not papering over anything. I want to say it was amazing against Oldham at home, and I certainly didn't feel that way away at Torquay either. But we showed a way of finding a way to stay in matches to try and pick up some points. We knew it was going to be tough going Torquay and Gateshead. We knew that was going to be a tough games because of where they were in the league and everything around the game and the journey and all that sort of stuff. But it's to make sure that we're ready for whatever challenge comes, because this throws up all different types of challenges, this league. Whatever challenge comes, we have to meet it better than we did the other day. And like I'm saying, it wasn't just one aspect of the game the other day that we weren't at our best. I have to be humble and honest enough to say that pretty much all of the winning individual duels and keeping possession and compacting our units and our shape. None of it was there the other day. So it gives you a lot to think about, a lot to work on, but also things that you go, right, that's got to be better. That has to be better for the next game, and that's my full focus now, and that of the coaching staff and the players as well.
It has been a long and tough week for us. Of course, we made our most southern travel down to Torquay and our most northern travel up to Gateshead. In terms of preparations for Saturday's game, how have you gone about that?
Yeah, look, it's been a different week and a tough week, but it's just what this league throws up. That Saturday, Tuesday, that was the biggest thing for Tuesday night. Gateshead was a complete different opposition in the way they played compared to Torquay. But the truth was, we didn't really have time to overly do too much about how they played. But you just have to take care of how you play and what you do. But yeah, look, it's been a different type of week, and a week that obviously that we've had to adjust with and move with, try and give some boys a little bit of downtime after it as well, ready to come back and be ready for the weekend. Because the biggest thing is the energy levels and trying to get them into a place where they can perform on a Saturday at 3:00 or Tuesday at 7:45. So we've had to be a little bit different with the week and how we've done things, but all the main focus will be is how we now can perform at 3:00 come Saturday.
It'll be a good chance to bounce back in front of our fans on Saturday, won't it? But how are we going to be able to do that? How are we going to be able to hurt this Dorking side?
Look, I just really, really want us to concentrate on us and the things that I want to see from the group of players and things that I want to see from a Dagenham team. The characteristics I think our fans want to see as well. And that's good. The game plan going into Saturday is going to be just that, how we can impact them, how we can get our game going the way we want to do it. And that's the key message for me the next couple of days going into that game on Saturday, is just so that the boys are fully aware of what I want to see on Saturday. And as long as they take care of that and they take care of showing me what I want to see from him, the performance, then I take care of whatever the result will be. If it doesn't go right, then I'll take the full responsibility for it. But I just need to see them doing the things I want to see on Saturday, and I think the things that all our fans want to see as well.
And of course, Dorking have picked up some very impressive results in recent times. They just beat Southend on Tuesday night, done the double over Barnet, and well, just like us, beat Notts County. What impresses you when you've watched Mark White's side?
I just think, I think just in general, him as a person, so enthusiastic about the game. What he's done over the years at that football club is unbelievable. And I was one of those looking at it going, how they're going to adjust to coming up to the National League out of the way they played at the National South. And he's very much stuck to his principles, the way he wants his team to play and how they want him to be. And look, in the last 3 or 4 weeks, however long it's been, he's recruited really well as well, signed a few boys out of the league with a bit of experience for them. And they're going to be another tough test, because we played Gateshead and Torquay in the last week, two teams that are right down there fighting for their lives, and they're as hard a game as you're going to get at the moment. It's just the nature of this league, the teams at the top, there's loads of people still fighting for them playoff places, and all the options are still open at the bottom end of the league. So all these games throw up different challenges, and Dorking will be another side that will play a certain way that we're going to have to be ready for and respectful towards. But it really is truthfully about us this weekend and how we want to do things and how I want to see the boys go about our business and how we can impact them as well. Respect what they can bring to us, but how can we do things and what can we do to try and show the best of us on Saturday.
Finally, Ben, you mentioned the crowd that went up to Gateshead, and we had good numbers travel with us to Torquay as well. We've got 7 games of a season to go, and there's a lot to play for. 21 points to potentially gain. How big of a part would they play on Saturday to help the boys get through 90 minutes?
Yeah, look, I think we've got the biggest part to play for them. It's us to tell them that we're not giving up on the season, and for them to come and want to get behind the team, because there's always talk about fans getting behind players. Now, but we've got to give them stuff to shout about. We have to get them off their feet and infused by what they want to see. And they wouldn't have had that. Everyone that would have been there on Tuesday night, they wouldn't have been infused by what they see, because I wasn't on the sideline, and I know the players speaking to them after, I wasn't either. So it is them sticking with us, understanding what I'm trying to do and how I want to try and do it. But they need to see signs of, right, this is what we're going to be like. This is us moving forward. And that's me trying to get that across to the players as quick as possible and trying to get that into them, especially the home games. You know, I want to, between now and the end of the season, finish the season strongly at home, so it leads into next season, because any team that does well in this league, fighting for them playoff places, has very good home form, and they make it where, even though it's tough to play. Dagenham have always had that over the years, whether it's been in National League, when we went up into League Two, whatever it went. But especially I remember in National League days, it was, if you come to Dagenham, you knew you was going to be in for a right tough game because of what was happening on the pitch, but also how much the crowd was behind us off the pitch. So yeah, that's my focus for this weekend now. You know, we've had these 2 tough away games, and really appreciate everyone that's the time to travel up to them places and the money that they spent. You know, I see some people on the train the other day, and I sort of told them that on the way back from Torquay, didn't get the chance to do it as much away at Gateshead, and I'm sure that journey home for them was horrible. I'm sure there's people watching that would have been the same, watching it, paying for the streams as well. So these last few home games we got now, they've got to see some stuff that they want to see moving forward, and that's our biggest aim as a group, as a collective, not just the coaching staff, just the players, all of us together, trying to keep them right with us, so they can be proud of what they see on a Saturday afternoon or a Tuesday night.